Right, and that's news coming in that an Air India bound flight for London has crashed near the Ahmedabad airport, and the flight crashed just 5 minutes after taking off at 1:38 p.m. IST. A total of 242 passengers were on board the plane, which crashed just 5 minutes after the plane took off from the Ahmedabad airport. It was an Air India passenger flight with 242 passengers on board. It was bound for London, which crashed. And as you can see, black smokes billowing from the crash site. The fire brigade has rushed to the spot and emergency response teams are being mobilized. The authorities are yet to confirm the cause of the crash. What we do know that there were a total of 242 passengers on board, and rescue operations, it is currently underway, with the injured passengers now being taken to the hospital. The Union Home Minister Amit Shah has spoken to the Gujarat Chief Minister, the Home Minister and the Police Commissioner regarding the plane crash. He is also assured to provide central government assistance, and that's the news coming in that an Air India passenger plane with 242 passengers, it has now crashed near the Ahmedabad airport. The rescue operation is currently underway. However, there's no clarity on the number of passengers who have been injured, and there's no clarity on the casualties as well. The plane took off at 1:38 p.m. IST and crashed near the airport 5 minutes after takeoff. And our correspondent Disha Shah is joining us back on the phone line. Disha, earlier we were speaking about how the Gujarat ex-chief minister was on the flight, but as reported earlier, it has now been confirmed that he was not on the flight which has been crashed. But talk to us more about the rescue operation which is currently underway, because as we can see that the injured passengers are now being taken to the hospital, but there's, however, no clarity on how many passengers were injured and what is the extent of damage.
Well, certainly, Resha, before coming to those details, I would want to quickly give this update also that has been coming in, that the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, also has spoken to the Gujarat Chief Minister, is what we understand, and he has also asked to sort the passenger list immediately. In fact, what we understand, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also asked the concerned departments to immediately give the passenger list so that to know how many passengers were really traveling and how many, of course, on ground situation also. He has really asked the total number of injured as of now during the rescue operation and the details of the rescue and the relief operations that are underway. So this is a major update and the development that is coming in. On the other side, if you talk about the other aspect of the rescue and the relief operations, more and more rescue teams are coming forward. Now the rescue teams have reached to the total number of 15, because the kind of debris that we can really see, the visual that we can see of the rescue teams doing the relief and the rescue operation, it is going to take a really longer time. So to ensure and to cut short that time, more and more help is being called, is what we understand, and more and more ambulances have also arrived the spot. Again, we still do not have an official word on how many injured people have been sent to the nearest civil hospital. That is something which we will receive in a while, is what we are being told. But right now, the focus and the priority for the on-ground is to really conduct the fast rescue and the relief operation so that more and more people can be identified and they can also receive the medical aid which is needed at the moment.
Right, Disha, it has also been confirmed that Gujarat's former Chief Minister was not travelling. He was not on board this Air India flight which crashed a few half an hour ago. He was traveling in another AI flight to the United Kingdom, and this has been confirmed by his own, by his team rather. But the Shah, talk to us about the on-ground situation right now, because what we do know that on board the Air India flight which has crashed, there were a total of 2 pilots and 10 cabin crew, and we are seeing the rummage and the debris on the ground near the Meghani Nagar area where the airport crashed. It does seem like it's going to be an extensive overhaul to rescue the passengers there.
Yes, absolutely. And when WION spoke to the on-ground fire brigade official, who was not really willing to come on record and talk because he was really into the rescue operations and he was really under pressure to actually finish this as soon as possible, because looking at the site and looking at the damage that on-ground situation, what we are being told that it could take the entire day for them to finish the rescue and the relief operations, and that is why they are also calling for more help, is what we are being told. On the other side, as we can see from one of the visuals as well, which has not been verified yet, but what we are being told by the fire brigade, that where the accident took place, it was also surrounded by few residential societies and few small houses as well. So they are also trying to see that the injured people were really the passengers from the passengers who were on board, or they were really people from the nearby residential area. So that is also something which they are trying to identify as we speak. So this is also another challenge that is in front of them, and that is why they are also looking at the passenger list to confirm and identify people that are from the passenger, from the plane or from the residential area where the accident really took place.
Right, because the Air India bound flight for London, which crashed near the Meghani area, was residential area, like you also pointed out. But Disha, talk to us more about the response and the action taken by the authorities in Gujarat, because what we do know is that the Union Home Minister Amit Shah has also spoken to the Chief Minister of Gujarat and has assured full assistance as of now.
Yes, absolutely. We also, Amit Shah had also made a phone call to the Chief Minister of the state. Also, what we know that many personalities and top leaders have also called the Gujarat Chief Minister and really spoken to them about if they need any medical help or assistance, specifically in terms of treatment to the patients or in terms of rescue and the relief operations. So to also tell them so that they can really send their help immediately as soon as possible. Because remember, more than 200 people on board, it is not a small number. It is really a very big number. And right now, considering it crashed right at the residential area, the challenge for the rescue and the relief is to even see that not only help the victims who were on board, but also the victims who lived in those areas and small houses nearby.
Right, Disha, just talk to us more on the challenges lined up ahead for the rescue teams there, because what we do know that there were 242 passengers on board the Air India flight which was bound for London, and it has been crashed near the Meghani Nagar area. It is the area which is a residential area there in Ahmedabad. Talk to us more about the challenges lined up for not just for the fire brigade team but also for the rescue teams there.
Well, absolutely. The biggest challenge that we can see for the rescue team is to clear the debris, because it was a huge flight. Firstly, a 300 passenger capacity flight. And that is why when it crashed in such a way that it led to not even a single piece that was really left. You know, everything is broken into debris. So to clear those debris and to really help people from under the debris, that is the major challenge for them. And as we can see initially, so a few people injured also have been rushed to the hospital, but it is really yet to be identified whether those people were from the plane or from the residential areas nearby. So this, of course, is also going to be a challenge to identify people and to really get the right situation on board for the rescue team.